Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello Taurus, welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So this is for you Taurus. Finally got here for the month of May 2021. Where are we going? I'm just going to pop those down for a moment and shuffle these ones. So there we go. For some reason they're taking their time, or I'm taking my time, and it's just slowing down. So there may be something about you slowing down and taking some time out for you, and just not being rushing at a gate about something at the moment, or coming up in May. Okay. So anyway, we I'm moving into this month of May with a little bit of clarity I'm hearing about certain things that you're working with now, or working with now, and I'm just wanting to get this sorted out before we move any further. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we can get going. So thank you for coming along and watching this video, and I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. Wonderful if they do. If they don't, then check out what your other signs are saying for you. If you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator in it, in there. And it will work it out for you. Okay, so it really helps to give a bit of an overall, a general overview of what might be going on for you, if this isn't kind of like panning out for you. But I mean, even I do suggest that, sometimes if there is something more on an emotional level that you maybe this isn't quite, you're not quite getting it, to check out what your moon sign is saying, say for instance, and see what's going on there for you. And we'll give you a little bit more, of an overview of that. So, and just remember that these, like I say, they are general. So I'm doing this reading today on the Thursday, the 29th of April. So, in this, you may watch this on the 30th, you may watch it on the 15th, and it may make more sense to you right there and then. And so if you're watching this soon and it doesn't, makes much sense to you, then it's probably because it's more of a forecast for you. Okay, so anyway, let me see. So yeah, please, if this resonates with you, or any of the work that I do resonates with you with these readings, please, leave me a thumbs up or a comment, and let me know how it goes for you. I really love that, either on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. But I do encourage, subscribing to my channel. That just helps let me to grow it, and also be able to get more free content out there as I grow it. So my goal is to reach to 1,000, or more than 1,000 actually at the moment. It's taken a little while, but being more present on these social media platforms has kind of taken a backseat for a little bit. So there is new energy coming through. So I kind of feel like this isn't just for me, it may be for you as well, Taurus. So as I'm talking away there, it's not because I usually talk in the form of whatever sign that I'm working for or working with at the time. So it's like I don't feel like this is I resonate with it, but I feel like what I've just said is for you, okay, as well. So because I'm an empath, I will talk as though I am the sign that I'm working for. That's what I'm working with. Gosh, or working for, yes, Taurus. So, well, I just got really warm then. So there's a whole lot of energy. So there may be a lot of heat or a lot of something moving, and that's coming around you at the moment, because here is the, I'm going to go back a bit. Oh gosh, so there may be some toing and froing with something, like something is hot and cold with you or at the moment, and you're not sure where that's going, whether it's your work, whether it's a business thing, whether it's a relationship, and you may be not sure where that's going at the moment. So which is kind of like why I'm feeling a little bit like there's like, don't know whether I'm coming or don't know whether I'm going as well. That's another phrase that they're using. But there's some of yous may be like feeling a little bit ungrounded, or a little bit, because I'm just feeling a little bit woozy in my head at the moment as I'm talking about that. So some of yous may be needing to, you know, ground yourself a little bit more and be more here in the present or in the moment. And sometimes with this, you know, these moon cycles, whether it's a full moon or a new moon, and even, you know, depending on what planets are aligned with it, we can feel, and energies are coming through with it, we can feel a little bit out of balance. And so it's really good that if we're, you know, being consciously aware of our body, of our moods, and being, you know, so we can like better deal with things that are happening with our, and better deal with these energy shifts that we're all going through. Okay. But like, as I'm hearing that, you know, if you are concerned, please, you know, go and, you know, see a medical professional as well. So just, if it's something that is worrying you, do not rule that out as well. Okay, let's be sensible, and then and see. Okay, cool. That's what I'm hearing. Then that will take that, you know, that worry, all those thoughts out of your head. Okay, this is where they're going with that. So anyway, so then we have transmutation is the first card out, okay, which is number 7. So what I'm hearing is that there's something about, 7s for me is about creation, and they're knowing that we are the creator of what it is that we're wanting, we want to do, be, give, and have in our lives. So it's really at the end of up to ourselves. So which is in the mind, body, spirit, soul. So we're just going to do, this is like the overall energy, the first few cards here, and then we're going to go into like what might be going on as well. And, you know, and as we go into the next row, we'll like look at what is some, you know, ideas or, you know, thoughts or around how you can with solutions and things like that, and just give you a bit of an overview of what could be going on there, and help you with encouragement, like I say, or solutions. So those are the only 2 words that are coming up for me at the moment to explain. So, oh gosh, I'm feeling a little bit tongue-tied lately with you guys and gals. So there is definitely something that may be coming up that's kind of like weird, because on a physical level, you may be like, you know, inner strength with this rhinoceros comes through, and I love how there's a pink in there with this with the rhinoceros, but it's kind of like, and there's 3 and the 5, so there's something about balancing your energy, okay? Because I'm just like hearing that's like making sure that there's something about, you know, being mindful about, you know, going in like a bull at a gate, basically. And yes, there is, you know, there's quite headstrong sort of energy that's there, but you're going through something, there's something that's transmutating or transforming that's coming out, like you're shedding something. And sometimes we can get a little bit, you know, impatient, you know, about wanting, you know, about what you know, wanting to do something about it. So this is about this. I feel like this is not about that at the moment, you know, or throughout May, or even, you know, whenever you see this reading. It's just about being mindful as well with your, because I feel like you do have a lot of inner strength, but sometimes like there's that feeling that sometimes it's like that physical strength, you know, that you've got, you know, there is like that internal strength. It's like you may need a little bit more physical strength to come out, or to work on that side rather than just, or vice versa, depending on which, you know, whether you are more a physical sort of a person, or whether you are, you know, a more internal or mental, emotional sort of person, where you may be needing that inner strength, okay? Depending on where you are with that. So I'm hearing like 2 things there, and this is where they're talking about the 3 is balancing that energy. So the mental, the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, and the soulful. So they've got in the mind here, the mind, body, spirit, soul. So it's like finding that balance in there. 37 with humility, with this beautiful stag here. And it's like, you know, finding the balance within on a spiritual level there about whatever it is that you're wanting to create, knowing that it is there, that you can create it. I love that. And then also respect, okay, there with the 9. So there's something that's coming through where there may be a lot of things going on with you as far as, or a theme, going around on a soul level about respect, okay? Respect for yourself, respect for others, you know, whether it be your family, your mother, your father, your grandparents, your work colleagues, your partner, your children, or whatever. There's something about respect, and maybe there is a theme about that going on with you. So 9s for me is like there's typically something coming to an end in that, and it's maybe like you're seeing something and it's starting to, in a way, you know, you've got what you needed to know, and it's like unfolding, and it's, you know, that's that transitioning. Something is unfolding or folding, unfolding that was unfolding. I'm still feeling unfolding. That is like still needed to be like folded up or tied up. So you're moving through it. Gosh, that was long. So in here with transmutation here, number 7, then we have the Knight of Swords coming through here. So there's kind of humility. I'm going back to humility. There's something that's coming up there. That's coming up, or you may be in that space or going into that space. It's like looking within, and what humility is, you know, for you with yourself, but also, you know, and how maybe you have responded to others and others have responded to you in, you know, in that way. Okay. So some of you must be really overthinking, because I've got like a headache now. It's like my eyes are going like kind of like, I just want to close them and go to sleep and just like have a rest. So it may be like, okay. Yeah, and maybe that you're not like really like needing to like take some rest and just close your eyes, meditation, or just closing your eyes and taking some time out. Cool. So then we have the Knight of Swords, but it's like, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, with this transmutation, whatever it is, it's like when you get your butt into gear, when you get your mind, your head around it, basically, the Knight of Swords has come through, okay, with a lot of, it's like you start to feel like you're more in your power, and so now I can get going. So whatever, it's like something happens, and maybe somebody says something, or you communicate something to somebody, but something's happening where it's like, yes, I've got it, and now I'm ready to make a move, make my move, because the Knight of Swords comes in, and when he comes in, it's kind of, things can kind of shift or move quite quickly within your thoughts. So not necessarily just in, you know, it's like obviously, you know, not just in the mind, but when we start to think, when we get something, you know, it's like, okay, I'm ready to take action. So in our mind, it's like our mind, you know, tells us like, we're ready, so then we can take action. Okay, where they're going with that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so your mindset, okay, they're just using it, mindset, shifting your mindset. And when we shift our mindset, you know, often it's like, you know, especially when on a positive role, or in a sense that, yes, I'm going to get, you know, we can then, you know, like you're shifting your mindset. Okay, where are they going with that? Because what I'm hearing is intention and goals. It's like we can start to, create them, basically, God. And then here we have the Six of Wands, okay. So there's something, you know, something is coming together with the Six of Wands. It's like there may have been a little bit of a battle, or there may have been a little bit of a, a struggle, you know, to get through this one with this transmutation here, with this whatever is moving or evolving or coming out. And then it's like there's something to do here with tying the knot, because these people are tying the knot. So there's something moving. You move through it, and there's some sort of binding, or something's binding or coming together. Yay! Whoa! So some of you may be getting married, actually literally tying the knot. Some of you it may be like a deal or something, or some sort of contract, or something like an agreement, and balancing, at a balance in that way, whatever, so thinking outside of the square. So then we have it going across here with the inner strength here with the Hanged Man. So there's a new way of thinking. Well, that's interesting. Thinking about the solution and doing a new way of thinking, how you can work through whatever it is that you're working through, and help others to do the same, is what I'm hearing. So this is like leading by example in a way. So then we have the Four of Cups here. So you may go into this space here on the physical level and seeing what actually the Four of Cups is like. There is a sadness there, but you're maybe not seeing what you actually have had in the, have had. So whatever it is there with this wands, or on the physical level, there's something moving, like you're seeing something from another view, okay, in another way. And it's like, because I'm seeing like he's like balancing on his head. So like definitely seeing something from another point of view. And with this Four of Cups here, it's like there is something that maybe you haven't been seeing, this, whatever it is, that with a relationship or about yourself, or about something, like there's something missing, that it's somehow it's like you're working through it. And it's like with this one here in your mind, it's like, okay, I've got this, there's something going on. There may be something that comes up where it might be like like you may need to like see something from another point of view, and actually see what you do have rather than what you don't have. Okay, cool. That's where they're going with that one. So just see what comes up here with these cards here. Well, it's got two more. I was wanting to shuffle before, but it's like I get distracted. So there may be something about there, like shuffling things around, and you may be getting distracted and going off path, you could say. Okay, because then we have over here, okay, I want to turn that around. Yeah, the humility side of things. The Two of Cups here is like there is a nice friendship that's coming through, that you're building on this row here. For some reason I was going to go across here, but now they're going to go down the rows first, and so we'll just go with the flow of it. So I hear that's what I'm hearing is, so maybe that you're just going, instead of like your old way of doing things, like changing your perspective, it's like we're going to go this way. So it's like, okay, that's cool. It works out just as well anyway, is what I'm hearing. So, but for some reason there's a beautiful new relationship, or that you're beginning with yourself on an emotional level there. I kind of like there's a balancing of the masculine and the feminine energy here. I feel like this is more for yourself though, but on saying that for yourself, but as you're doing that, you're actually starting to notice what's going on around you and how your relationships are shifting with other people in your life. Then we have the High Priestess in reverse here. So I'm going to turn her around, and she talks about, intuition, or he talks about intuition here, the High Priest, sorry. And it's like, I'm feeling like there is what I'm hearing, this is like when I hear talking about the High Priest, it's the spiritual teacher here. So you may have some sort of spiritual learning or spiritual teaching that's coming through, because this is in the spiritual line. Go figure. But even if we go across here, there's something about this new relationship, new friendship, this bonding. What I feel like even with like you, this is around to do with, it's always to do with ourselves, but a new connection with yourself. And it's like not crying over spilt milk with this one, but you're starting to see, what you do have rather than what you don't. And it's like there's something like a gift or an opportunity there, which I'm like, that's coming in a way. That's where that's just sitting there for you to grasp. But then this High Priest here comes in with some new spiritual learnings, or spiritual teacher. And the Seven of Wands comes out in reverse as well. So there's something with the Seven of Wands, it's, taking action on something, but on a spiritual level, it's like maybe there may be something about being protective, because this card comes out. So maybe for some of you, you may have felt like, I feel like with this being in reverse is what I'm getting with it, is though you may have let your guard down at one point, or it may be that, you were protective, but you weren't doing anything about it before. It's like just letting things slide, or just letting things go to some degree. And we're doing what you can do, but knowing that probably I could do something more. And I feel like some of you, there may be a smidgen of that, and it's like, but also there may be like you didn't, like that's like, there's some not being consciously aware of what was going on, and it's like, actually, you know what, and there's been a shift in that way, but now it's like I feel like something is turned around, and you can see it on a soul level about, you know, what it is and who it is that you're protecting. Because I love this dog here, this German Shepherd. It reminds me of my German Shepherds that I've had in the past, all beautiful. But she's on guard, and she's like protective of her family, okay? Even more so on a soul level. So I feel like this is something that you may be going through, and it may be why there is like this like in the beginning there's this transmutation in the strength that you're needing on a physical level, not just like internally physical, but also externally physical. So it's like, you know, finding that balance. It's like what is going on with you. Okay, so I want to like use these cards here now and see what comes up just quickly, what there is for you to add to that. Yeah, see, there is something here with the 5 of Cups here. So there is something that you may have been feeling a little bit sad about, and you know, it might have got that, you know, the better of you emotionally there in some way. But I see like there's 3 cups down and there's 2 cups full. But I feel like there is a, you know, when you look at the river in this card here, the river's right there. There's abundance, or there's some sort of, you can cross that without having to like, don't let that stop you. You know, you can go across there. You know, it's there's 2 cups there, but it's like, it's not necessarily letting that hold you back. So there's something there I feel like you're moving through, because this is like, that's number 5. So 5s generally, there may be something that is upsetting you in some way, but you can move through that, and you will move through that. And I'm just taking notice of where they go, because I'm going to take 3. That there is a movement in there with the, you know, the mind, getting your head around it, basically. Not letting your mind get away with your emotions, basically get away with you. Here we have the Strength card again here, okay, that you do have the strength within you, and you know, and getting into like, you're going a little bit deeper as to what is going on with there. There we have the 7 of Cups here, is like, you know, not letting that get in the way of your dreams and your aspirations. There are some, you know, sometimes there are some things that happen on our path that, you know, that aren't very nice, is what I'm hearing. That, you know, and it's like, because I'm hearing like emotional things that have gotten in the way, that haven't been very nice, that have come up. So it's like in your past, in life, but it's not, you know, take the focus off there, basically shifting that around and going for what you do want rather than what you don't want. Okay, I just feel like there's another 2 or 3 more coming through here. Whoops, I'll go take that one. And then we see the Swords, there's another 5 coming in. So this is about a battle here, the 5 of Swords. So this is your battle. It's like, I feel like you know, something may come up and remind you of something, or some of you may be going through a funny little spat, you know, spat, and with yourself, and or maybe another, or just something around you. But this is like, you know, processing to get to where you want, because this is, like I say, this 7 of Cups here, it does, you know, show, you know, there's some sort of movement in going for what you want rather than what you don't want in that manifestation side of things. Listening to your intuition. See, like, and once we get over that, or you get through that, there's something maybe underlying or over the, you know, or coming up for you, underlying that's comes up for you as you're going through next month. But that's all cool, because it's like, there's the victor and the defeated in this one here. So whichever way you feel it works out for you, you know, there is, this is about a balance of energy. It's about being, you know, I'm going back to this humility. It's like, this is about you and getting your thoughts, but being in your power with how you deal with it, basically, okay? And sometimes I'm hearing like there's this acceptance, and sometimes there is no winner or no loser. It is what it is. You've sorted out something, and it's now like releasing it and moving forward, or in whatever direction that you need to. Because once you get through that, look at that, the King of Pentacles comes up. So there's some, you know, energy there. It's like, I feel like, you know, he brings in that energy of, you know, being, you know, focusing on the goal, focusing on, you know, yeah, the goal basically, or the intention. You know, what was your intention in the first place, you know, or create a new goal. But there's like the King of Pentacles comes in with this energy of grounding. I feel like this is you, whether you're a male energy or a female energy. This is about you in a way, like being grounded, standing your ground, but being grounded, not so much just standing your ground, but being grounded in your own wealth, in your own, you know, riches, whatever it is, in your own, in the rich wealth and the riches of what you know, what a family, what your business, what your, who you are as per se, where you're wanting to go. It's like, you know, noticing, knowing that. And some of you, I'm feeling like noticing as well. It's like noticing what you're doing, where you're going, but being grounded. It's like, will this serve me? You know, with this one, will this serve me for my highest and greatest good? And where it is, and what is it that I wanted to do? Because I'm feeling like this, you know, wands here, and this transmutation is going in there, but this is like family, you know, this is something about protective of your family, protective of your, you know, what it is that you're wanting to accomplish for your family. And this could be, you know, whatever is going on with you. So there's something moving away. Okay, yeah. There's something moving away is what on that. There's the Six of Swords. So whatever is going on there, there is something moving away, something for better times coming up ahead. So whatever it is, it's on the mind, but also it can come out physically, you know, whatever's going on. But beautiful. So there are better times ahead, basically, because in this card, it's like, and somebody's probably helping you, but it's, you know, you helping yourself, you're allowing yourself. So it may be a guide, it may be someone in the physical as well. But definitely, you know, okay, I'm going to go with these ones. So these are my energy oracle cards here, or the energy oracle cards. So I'm just going to see what comes up to wind this up for you. And, you know, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of going on there, so it's almost like an action movie. So I'm quite excited because I feel, you know, I see all of this as a positive thing because it's actually moving, you're moving forward, you're in a way. So there's some sort of envy that might come up, you know. Now that was actually, when I saw it, was like in reverse, but it's like popped around, but so I want to turn it around. So number 2, so there may be some sort of envy. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like it's more like someone else to envy towards you, which is when I first saw it and it come in reverse. That's why I don't feel like it's you. I feel like this is more somebody else's maybe envious of you in some way or form, and that's in your sphere, but there is, and it may be a new relationship that's coming through, or somebody that you know, okay? But there's a new beginning in that, and it's like it's like in a way, so I do feel like, yeah, there's something shifting where somebody maybe have been a bit envious you, but they're not in your sphere anymore. So, because I feel like that's part of just, you know, you moving away from that. There is something, you know, to come. So I don't feel like that's you, but whoever it is moving away, or whatever it is moving away. Contract and community. So this has come out in reverse as well, but I want to like turn that, you know, there's a contract that may be coming. You might not be seeing it right now. I'm going to turn, you know, these all around. Oh no, I'm going to leave that there actually. There's something, I just know, I kind of feel like, because this isn't you. This is something else that's happening. This is like, yeah, okay. Okay, contract, there's a contract that's maybe you're not seeing at the moment coming up. So that's in reverse too. So, you know, 6 for me is, you know, talking about, where are we going? You know, it's about, I'm going back to that humanitarian side of things. So there may be something coming about up that, it's finding a balance between that, because it's like with this contract. So it may not be, and I'm turning this up this way. It's come upside down because I'm feeling it's not quite there yet, okay? But I do want to turn that around, and now I do want to turn around this this one here, this other card, because you know it's shifting the energy. And it's like there is something moving, so there is a new relationship that's coming up, and it's like for yourself and also with another, because of the way they're seeing things. Okay, now this contract come out in reverse, so maybe you're not seeing it at the moment, but there's something there with the 6, and it's maybe, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's got something to do with the community, or you've you know, you're creating something. So the humanitarian side of us is it comes with the 6. So there's something maybe on a humanitarian level where you're seeing, like, i.e. a contract or a of some sort, or you receive an idea or a thought of how you could, you know, get funding for something in the future at some point, basically. But there's something to do with community. So I wouldn't be surprised if you either working with a community, or you are working with somebody else in the community, but you see some sort of way that you are able to help in the community, but also feel like there's a sense of, on a soul level and a spiritual level, like you've built a new community, or you're in a different community than, you know, of friends, of people, and that sort of thing as well. But there's something moving in, you know, with your growth in this MV part here, but definitely some sort of movement as in a contract, finding some balancing the scales. And it could be something like you get an idea, or you're thinking now, or somebody shares something like for in the future about some sort of work or financial. Yeah, I'm feeling financially where you're able to get funding or something for some sort of project in some way, or contract. But definitely there's something about community. I do feel like there is something for some of you is like working out in the community individually. Others of you, it's like there's a new community or communities of people around you. But I'm feeling like there's a soul community or a spiritual community that's come out in this way that you're more connected to. I'm also feeling that is like with the community side of things, it's like there is, where are they going with that? Yeah, a different, like, a project to do with the community as well, which is connected to this contract. Okay, possibly. All 3, possibly. I don't know. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now. You know, I was going to say Aries, but Taurus. So some of you, so I'm just hearing an Aries there, and there may be an Aries that's in your life, so that may be there to help you out. But this is for you, Taurus, for the month of May 2021. So please let me know if this resonates with you. Leave a comment or a thumbs up or a like, or whatever platform you're watching this on. And please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be awesome. Okay, then anyway, lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance to you all. Namaste.